Hello to all my favorite people. How are you today? What has been going on in your world? I love hearing from you about your lives, your classes, your jobs, your families, sometimes your pets. Some of you have crazy pets that make me laugh when you tell me about them. I have a crazy cat myself. She just lives outside and thinks she's really fierce and ferocious. Anyway, if you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you've joined us. Don't forget to sign up for my free weekly email, The Coach's Corner. It's just a short, uplifting note in your inbox every week to keep you on a healthy mindset track. You can find the link in my show notes or on my Instagram at Wendy Kimber Coaching. Now, let's get into today's question. It's something that I've asked a few of you in our recent conversations, and I want you to think about it right now. Okay, are you ready? Can you name 5 things you love about yourself? You all know that I'm a mom of 6, and I also have 5 brilliantly wonderful children-in-law. They're all between ages 22 and 32, so we're all walking through this young adult stage together, and I love it. This stage of life is full of possibility, creativity, and growth. One of the reasons I love coaching you all so much is because of how smart and mentally flexible you are. Your brains haven't formed too many superhighways yet, which are those thought patterns that can make it hard to change direction as we get older. You're still in a season where you can explore and experiment and choose your mindset. That's why I want you to stop and check in with yourself today. When I ask you to name 5 things you love about yourself, what comes to mind? Are they all about your looks or achievements? Or do they touch on who you are, maybe like your kindness, your creativity, your persistence, humor, or faith? This isn't just a feel good exercise. This is actually the foundation of building strong mental habits around self appreciation and self acceptance. A lot of times when I'm talking with you, I hear little patterns of self criticism sneak in. You tell me that you wish you were skinnier, like you wish your body looked different, or you wish you had hair that behaved like so and so's, or that you were more athletic or successful. Some of you even say things like, I'm just not good enough for that job, or I'll never be able to do what she does. And listen, you're not alone in that. Every human brain does that. It's our natural instinct to notice problems and to try to fix them. And since your brain also loves to be right, when it believes that there's something wrong with you, quote unquote, it starts collecting evidence to prove it. That's why it's so important to interrupt that loop with awareness and compassion. And yes, sometimes that loop even includes blaming other people or circumstances. You might blame your family for not giving you better tools, or the economy for making things hard, or the school system for not preparing you. And while all of that might feel true at times, and it might even be true in some cases, it's not the whole story. Blame only becomes a problem when it keeps you from moving forward. That's actually another topic for another day. But for now, let's stick with this. The more you understand and appreciate yourself, the less room there is for blame. So let's clarify the difference between self acceptance and self appreciation. Think of yourself like a toolbox. Self acceptance is looking in your toolbox and taking inventory of what's there. You've got a hammer, a wrench, some screwdrivers. Those are solid, reliable tools. Maybe you'd like to add a few more someday, but there's nothing wrong with the ones you already have. Self appreciation, on the other hand, is looking at that same toolbox and feeling grateful for it. You notice how perfectly that screwdriver fits in your hand, or how shiny and strong that hammer is. You value what's already there, and you take pride in how those tools have served you. That's what appreciation is. It's gratitude directed inward. And I know some of you might be thinking, but that's kind of prideful, isn't it? Nope, it's not arrogance, it's awareness. It's saying, I'm thankful for who I am and what I've built so far. Here's something else I want you to remember. Accepting yourself and accepting your life are not the same as being satisfied with them. A lot of people fear that if they accept where they are, they'll stop trying to grow. But acceptance doesn't mean settling. It means you stop arguing with reality. Let me tell you a story. I was coaching a young wife recently who described herself as comfortable in her housekeeping style, while her husband was what she called a neat freak. They were newlyweds, and like every couple, they were trying to figure out how to merge their habits. So she told me about how spotless her in law's house always was: no dishes in the sink, no laundry on the counter, and how different it felt from the home she grew up in. Naturally, she started blaming her husband's upbringing for their disagreements and even blamed herself for not being more like his mom. But as we talked, she realized something powerful. She had been judging herself harshly for something that wasn't wrong, it was just different. Once she accepted that, we could actually work on the real issue. She didn't have to like everything about her habits to accept them. She just had to see them clearly without judgment. Because here's the thing: we can't change what we refuse to see, and we can't win an argument with reality. Seeing your reality without judgment against it, just seeing what it is a very powerful tool. Now let's get practical. Here's a small exercise to help you build self acceptance and self appreciation. The next time you're driving alone, just relaxed, no music or podcast playing, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what is something that I know I do well? It doesn't have to be profound. Maybe it's that you're a good listener. Maybe you're organized. Maybe you're kind to people who don't always deserve it. Maybe you parallel park like a pro. Whatever it is, trace it back. How did you learn that? What experiences or choices helped you grow that strength? Then take a moment to feel gratitude for the way your life shaped that quality in you. And that's it. That's the practice. It's simple, but over time, it will program your brain towards self appreciation rather than criticism. So, the thing I want you to take away today is that you are not a problem to fix. You are a person to appreciate, and you are good enough right now. You can see what you need to change or what you want in your toolbox without judgment or criticism. You can say, "This is me, and I'm grateful for me." And when you accept and appreciate yourself, you stop needing other people to validate you. You become grounded and peaceful and able to live and be comfortable in your own skin. So today, take that deep breath and name 5 things you love about yourself, and let that list remind you that you already have what it takes to build the future you want. Thanks for spending time with me today, everybody. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend who could use a little boost of self-love and encouragement. And don't forget to subscribe and sign up for the Coach's Corner. It's that free short packed with positive energy every week that will show up in your inbox. And remember, I'm cheering you on as always. You're doing better than you think you are. I'll see you next time.